everyone. Hello. Nice to see you today. Sorry I did not produce a video last week. I did take some video, just wasn't satisfied with it. I'd rather put out no content than content that bothers me. But if you are new here, hello, my name is Audrey. This is my second YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel is all about crime. I am a psychic medium, and over on that channel, I come at these crime cases from the perspective of being psychic. And do I know anything about what's going on? And do the victims talk to me? Yes, yes, yes. All of that has happened, and it's pretty common with me. So glad you're here. I'm going to put some makeup on. Have my new Temu Moo on. I just wear these around the house. I'm so sick of clothing. Honestly, if I could go out in public naked, I would. Well, no, I wouldn't, because people would need therapy if they saw that. Oh my God, what's wrong with her? So I'm going to put some makeup on. I haven't worn makeup for a few weeks, I feel like. So hang back with me. I have my little... I got this in London, this little Pusheen. Got this at Primark. If you're going to England, go to Primark. It's amazing. And I know we have Primark now on the East Coast of the US. I'm sorry, it's not the same. I haven't been there. But it's not England. I'm sorry. No, just hop across the pond if you're on the East Coast. Take the trip. It's like 5-6 hours, no big deal. Hop over and go to Primark in England. Please, for God's sake, experience the real Primark. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of this out. I'm going to be using my Chanel. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's not cheap. I think it was $55 or $60, the Chanel makeup here. I had to get, my color is like the most popular color. Yeah, I shopped all over London trying to find my color, and I had to I think I ended up just getting it online when I got home. Anyway, gonna put some makeup on. Good news. I have good news, you guys. Yeah. Can you guess what it is? Yay, Johnny's going to school. He's been accepted, and I'm doing the paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. Your sponge should be wet when you're doing this. Mine is dry. Don't do it like this, please. So I checked in with the school, and they emailed me back and said, yeah, we're ready to enroll him. Here's a packet of forms to fill out. So yeah, that's just like regular school. You get emergency forms, but with special needs people, there's a lot of extra forms that you wouldn't fill out normally for, a public school or even a private school. But I was surprised when I opened the packet online in my email. It was basically the same contracts I did when I was working at school. I worked at a private school, elementary and preschool. So I'm very emotional. I'm still upset about COVID. I'm still upset. I haven't seen the students since COVID. I'm not going to see them, It's been 5 years, so most of the students I knew have moved on to middle school and stuff. So I really wouldn't know any of the students anymore at my campus that I worked at. So that did upset me a bit, just as a reminder of I miss all the babies. Anyway, so I have all the paperwork, and I don't know. When I lived in San Jose, we had Kaiser. Johnny had Kaiser. I still have Kaiser. But to have forms completed, all you do is take the forms to the desk and hand them to the person at the desk, and they get them filled out, and you go back and pick them up. It's very easy. But here, for some reason, what am I doing? Wrong one. For some reason, you have to have an appointment to have paperwork done. So let me show you what I've done, because I'm not playing. I need this kid to be in school, so I don't want any delays. So what I've done is I got a manila folder for doctor. Let me just show you. Let me show you what I've been doing the last 24 hours. I typed up exactly what I need. 1 through 5, his name, birth date, my name, phone number. Just typed in everything I need. I need a seizure management plan, which I have a copy of an old one. That hasn't changed. There's a prescription I need so he can have a medication at school to carry with him. Another action plan for something else, the doctor's report, and, you know, just that kind of stuff. And then I've highlighted everything where the doctor needs to sign. I've filled out most of it. And basically all she needs to do is sign, but there's a bunch of it. Okay, I'm back. I've changed, changed his pants and stuff. I fed him, and now I'm back. Okay, so anyway, to get all these forms done, you know, it shouldn't be a problem, but it kind of is. And I understand that, you know, there's a lot of people who need forms. Anyone who's in school, right? Even for adults, because you have to have TB test. And for volunteering, you have to have TB test and possibly the Hep A, which I think I got that because of my volunteering job. I have that. Anyway, I know it's a pain for people to fill out and papers get lost. That's just human nature. It happens. I know when I worked at school, my partner and I in the office, there would be like one family, and for the entire school year, we would lose their paperwork, just them. And it's like, oh God, not them again, you know, because with 500 students, you know how much paperwork that is. And it's like, something's going to happen. But it's like, oh no, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's them. We already lost their paperwork before, you know, so it happens. All right, so finishing up with this Chanel, 100% recommend the Chanel face foundation. Okay, I need to take a breath. I need a breath. So I'm excited. I'm just excited in general. I'm gonna have a little bit of a life during the day. And this is, what brand is this? I use this just to put all over my face. Vitamin D. I don't know. It's got a J on it. Is it Jaclyn Hill? Oh, Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I don't know who that is. Maybe Jaclyn Hill. Do you like my new ridiculous glasses? Temu. They're so out of control that they're funny. They feel really nice. They're very comfortable. They're substantial, as opposed to, let's see, I got others. These that I got on Amazon, and these are fine on Amazon. They've served a purpose. They're a little smaller. They're definitely like half the weight, but I like them all. When I was younger, I was always excited about being older so that I could wear these funky glasses. I know, be careful. Be careful what you wish for. And this, I kind of just try and give myself a tan. Don't tan. Don't go under a lamp. Don't go outside without sunscreen because it catches up with you quickly. If you're a sun goddess and you know, your teenage years, early 20s, by the time you get to your mid 30s, if even that late, you're going to start seeing the damage on your face. And it's really disappointing. And it's also can be dangerous. Not to scare you, but you should know some of these things because it's not good. All right, I'm going in with this Ulta Beauty, whatever this is, palette. And it's like people say, okay, put it here, put the stripe here. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just do wherever my hand happens to go is where I put it. I don't know. I'm not trying to look like a supermodel or something. Don't know. I'm just trying not to scare people in public. Have you ever been driving and you're at a stoplight and you look over and there's a very strange looking person? And it's like, you don't want to stare, but you do want to stare. I have a staring problem. Like when I first met Chase, he thought I was trying to hook up with all these men because I have a staring problem. I stare at men, I stare at women, I stare at children, I stare at dogs, I stare at everything. Everything I stare at. So anyway, work on that if you have a staring problem like me. I hear Benjamin's up making a coffee. It's warm today. I think it's already like 82. What time is it? 11:30. Pretty warm. I will get my hair cut one of these days. I will. What's this for? I have no idea. I don't wear concealer anymore. I don't know why. Here's what I'm missing. I'm missing all my stuff over here. Hold on. For my other channel, I do try and wear makeup because you gotta try. You gotta put some effort into it, for God's sake. Well, in a few weeks, I'll be 57. I can't believe it. It's weird. It kind of scares me a little bit because I don't feel 57, whatever that feels like or looks like. I don't know. I just feel like me. Okay, that I can't see very well. Let me do this. Oh, no, that's too close. I don't need to see all that. Okay. That. You know, I see these videos of girls and guys doing makeup and they're like, let's do a 2016 eyebrow. What do you mean? It's all the same to me, you know. I don't know. Is that what makes you age because you don't know what society says? And besides, for you younger women, you don't have to do anything. When you're young, you're just beautiful no matter what. Whether you have acne or freckles or whatever you have that you think it bothers you and makes you unattractive, it doesn't. It doesn't. You're totally attractive. Okay, let's put on a little bit of the Chantecaille. My daughter introduced me to Chantecaille. I hope I'm saying it right, Sarah. Cosmetics in Montreal. Expensive. I think this was $75 or $80. Stupid. I didn't want to, honestly, it was really hard to make the purchase, but my daughter was excited for me to try it. So, yeah. Again, I can't see. There. Okay. You can use a brush for this, but I feel like I have more control of it on my finger. I'm going to show you our new carpet we got in the living room. Such a pain. We rent this house. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with moving furniture, taking stuff out, having the carpet tore up, and it puts all this stuff in the air. I didn't want to, but my husband's like, nope, we're doing it. So it is nice, but if I had a choice to do it again, no. We would have been fine with the old carpet, despite the fact that it was gross. So I'm working on that memoir, and lots of memories. It's like I start typing a sentence, and then before I know it, it's 3/4 of a page just on that one sentence that I was going to start off with. And that's fine, but the human brain is really interesting. It's like it tries to protect you from stuff, you know, but then it gets pushed to the back of your mind, and it's like, okay, I haven't dealt with that. So now you have this emotional problem because you didn't deal with it. Well, I didn't deal with it because my brain was trying to protect me from this whole situation. So, and I understand that. So it's just like now I have to deal with everything now at 56. I have to deal with all of these situations and stuff. Like, here's an example. I was typing something and I had a memory come to mind about a photo that I had. My mom has all my baby photos. She has everything. She's probably burned them, to be honest with you. There's this one photo of me wearing like this little tiny nightgown. I was probably one-year-old, probably, I'm guessing. And I'm standing holding onto the couch. And you can tell I had been crying. That picture never sat right with me. It's like, why was I crying? And since I'm a psychic and I'm using those abilities in my life now to process my past and relationships I've had and stuff, I see the truth. The truth, in my opinion, is she was either verbally abusing me or giving me a bad time about something. I'm 100% certain she was doing something to me. And I don't mean sexually. I mean, I think she was being mean. I just think she was flat out being mean. She clearly never wanted me. I don't feel sorry for myself for that. It's just a fact. It's all in the book, you know. Wasn't named after anybody. Was the only one not breastfed. Was the only one who she didn't go to my graduations from schools. You know, it's just so much. It's so much. And I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm just processing everything and putting it in writing. And, you know, this whole thing started out because of my psychiatrist a few years ago. Just said, you know, it might feel good to write it out and let it out of your brain, and then you don't have to think about it and you have it in writing. And then, you know, if you need to, you can go back and read it and remember, but you probably won't. You probably won't even do that. I don't have the hot flashes anymore. If you're going through menopause and you're having the hot flashes, I can't recommend this enough. Hormone replacement therapy. I do a pill and a patch. Never have hot flashes. I mean, honest to God, maybe once a year I'll have a hot flash for some reason. I mean, I definitely get hot if I'm, you know, running around or whatever. So I have to book a flight to Vermont. I've been looking online at flights. Just hate it. Here's one reason I hate it. Because it costs $800 to go to the East Coast from California. Round trip. I can go to England round trip for $649. So I'm going to show you the carpet that we had put in. And the owner, oh my God, have I mentioned this to you guys? Very nice man, never see him. He does come by every month to get the rent check. I saw him for the first time in a couple of years. He's like half the size. I think he has cancer. And Chase is like, well, I'll just ask him. Don't you dare. Do not dare to do that. You don't do that. Oh my God. See, this, well, I can't even say anything to my husband because he's this chatterbox. He says stuff to people. Like we heard noises coming from the neighbor's house and he's like, oh, I heard all that noise, you know, coming from your side of the fence over here. Just stop. Oh my God, he's so embarrassing. Anyway, I didn't want to bother the man to have this carpet put in. You know, I mean, we're technically, Chase promised that, you know, we're going to move this year. So if that's true, why put the man through the finance and the trouble of doing it? So anyway, it happened. And the guy that put in the carpet was very nice. Just one guy by himself, and that was fine. Okay, let me turn you around. I want to show you too what I did over here. This was over on my left-hand side. Now it's on my right-hand side. This is my little photo printer I got for Christmas. Anyway, I went on Amazon and bought these pink tray organizers because Chase is like, oh my God, this is awful. And it really was. It was really awful. And I hate living that way. And then files. These are all John's files. My stuff's in the other room in the office. And then over here, I bought this one to go on this side. And opens up there with some storage. And then over here, look how nice that looks. So I actually have extra room in here, so that's nice. It's the same brand as the other thing over there, but that's my life in a corner. That's where I'm at. Oh, I bought this shelf a couple weeks ago at, hold on, let me close that, at a thrift shop. The thrift shop I always go to. So I got this for $6. It's cute. And then so this tray is thrifted. This is thrifted. And these candlesticks are thrifted. There's our marriage license from Vegas. Not London, but England. What else? I don't think this salt lamp is helping. I don't think it's helping my lungs. I got 2 salt lamps to help with respiration for Johnny and me, and these, I don't think they work. I'll keep it though, because I like it. All right, let me show you the carpet. Okay, so here it is. So it used to be that gross carpet. It does smell new. It has that new carpety smell. This I thrifted for $8. It's a quilt rack. So I put all of our blankets on there. We got rid of 3 pieces of this furniture. One of them is over there right now, and that's gonna go in Chase's office. So he's cleaning out his office to make room for that chair. But now it's me, Johnny, and Chase. Just enough space for us. We don't have anyone over. We don't. And just moved things around. This was over there, right there. And then there was a cat tower over there. And we moved the cat tower over. Well, we moved one over here. We have two. Sorry, I have Bob Barker on in the background. So we have this little one, which the cats are loving it, by the door. And then over here, do you love that mirror? I got it for $10. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, this is the tall cat tower, and somebody named Pepper, I found Pepper up here. It's fine. I didn't think you could jump that far. So, because that's about 6 feet, maybe a little taller than 6 feet. So that's a good 2.5 feet, maybe even 3 feet. So, yeah, fish are doing good. Lots of snails. The eggs have turned into snails. There were so many eggs. I can see more eggs over here and right here. I'm waiting for a diaper delivery. That was a nightmare to get all that paperwork done. Oh, the mailman's here. There he goes. Oh, I got this at Temu. Let me show you. I just liked it. I'm not really going to use it for what it's supposed to be. It's for a incense. I just like it because it's cute. Can I read just a part of my book to you? Would that be weird? Can I just read a little bit of my book to you? Let me find a couple of paragraphs that I can read to you. Okay, I just want to read to you. Right now it's chapter 7. Just a little bit, not the whole chapter, because there's like 3,000 or 4,000 words in a chapter. This chapter 7 right now, I called this Touchdown. So this is, I'm on my way to London or England for the first time, suffering from agoraphobia, anxiety, depression, so many different disorders. I'm alone for the first time in my life. And this changed me. This trip, what I'm going to read to you, is a huge part of why I am the way I am now. Okay? So I just want you to listen to a little bit of it. So, Touchdown, that's the title of this chapter. As we touched down, I found myself in a blissful haze, not in a negative sense, but rather consumed by the mission of disembarking and making my way to the hotel. I aimed to blend in, avoiding any semblance of vulnerability. I always try to not look American, but most of the time it doesn't work. The luggage retrieval felt like an eternity, and customs was a barrage of questions from the agent that left me feeling a little rattled. But then I pushed through those grand double doors and freedom washed over me. The moment I stepped outside, a wave of realization hit me. Finally! Not just that I have arrived, but that I was back. Despite it being my first visit to England, an unexpected sense of belonging enveloped me, as if I were returning to a place I had always known. I half expected to see familiar faces pop up or for someone to recognize me. My eyes began to well up. I quickly spotted the shuttle that I had hired. The driver spoke at lightning speed, his accent a delightful puzzle I struggled to decipher. I kept nodding along, repeating, yes, my hotel's on Cromwell. And oh, the sights, the British people bustling about, the stunning architecture, stunning architecture. It was so mesmerizing. This was the first time in my life, aside from giving birth, that I felt true, pure joy. Honestly, it took time for me to realize and understand this emotion. I felt like I could die right here, and I could say my life was complete. Dramatic, I know, but that's truly what I felt. It was overwhelming. I had unwittingly adopted a bit of an accent by the time we landed, and I laughed at myself. I'm not quite sure how it came about, but I could definitely notice it in my speech. I still sounded distinctly American, yet there were some nuances that crept in. This is typical for me, though. Wherever I go, I adopt the accent. Mexico, Texas, New York. I don't always hear it in my speech, but I've had people ask me where I'm from, and I'm like, oh, California. And they're like, no, originally. As I arrived at my charming little boutique hotel, the driver kindly whisked my suitcase inside, setting the tone for my stay. This beautiful gem boasted a cozy bar and intimate restaurant, radiating warmth and character. At the front desk, two cheerful young faces greeted me, and after a few friendly exchanges, I learned I had a 3-hour wait before I could check in. Oh, wow, really? I thought, but I shrugged it off. Okay, no problem. I'll just wait in the lobby. I assured them it wasn't a problem. Anyway, I'll stop there. So that's kind of how the book feels. That's kind of, yeah, that's how it feels. So very therapeutic. I can't wait to finish it. All right, well, my makeup's done. I don't have a lot to do today. I'm just trying to go around the house and take things away and minimize the decor we have here. Chase and I both are just feeling a little suffocated and overwhelmed with junk. So having the living room, having taken out 3 of those big chunks of those big chairs, 3 of them out, definitely feels better, much lighter in the room, not to mention the carpet's a different color. So that's what I'm up to, you guys. So have a great weekend, and I'll do another video to see you guys on Monday. Again, sorry this video came so late, but I did it. I'm here. I didn't go anywhere, I promise. I'm always here. All right, you guys, take care, be safe. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.